History's greatest mystery isn't how Cleopatra died. It's how we've believed the wrong story for 2,000 years. The tale of Cleopatra's death has captivated minds for millennia. We've all heard the romantic version. The Egyptian queen, facing defeat, dramatically ends her life with the bite of an asp snake. It's the story that's been painted, written about, and passed down through generations. But what if I told you this famous death scene might be history's most elaborate cover-up? Recent archaeological evidence and ancient documents have begun to unravel a darker truth. The Asp Story, first popularized by Octavian, who would later become Emperor Augustus, might have been nothing more than ancient Roman propaganda. Octavian had every reason to craft this poetic narrative. A suicide by snakebite was considered noble in Egyptian culture, and it conveniently absolved him of any responsibility for her death. Ancient medical texts describe the symptoms of asp bites in detail: severe pain, violent convulsions, and a slow, agonizing death that could last days. Yet, contemporary accounts of Cleopatra's death describe her passing as peaceful, almost serene. Her handmaidens were found dead alongside her, showing no signs of snake bites either. Cleopatra wasn't just Egypt's last pharaoh, she was one of the ancient world's leading experts in toxicology. The royal palace had a sophisticated laboratory where she personally tested poisons and antidotes on condemned prisoners. German toxicologist Christoph Schäfer's research suggests something far more sinister. Analysis of ancient Egyptian poisons points to a mixture of hemlock, wolfsbane, and opium. This combination would cause exactly the kind of peaceful death described in historical accounts. Why would Octavian promote the snakebite story if he knew differently? The answer lies in ancient Roman politics. A quick, noble death by snakebite was far more palatable to Roman citizens than acknowledging that their future emperor had driven the last Ptolemaic ruler to poison herself and her closest confidants. The most damning evidence comes from Cleopatra's own preparations. In the weeks before her death, she distributed her vast wealth among her loyal servants, wrote detailed instructions for her burial, and sent her son Caesarion away to safety. These weren't the actions of someone planning a spontaneous suicide by snakebite. They were calculated moves by someone who knew exactly how and when she would die. The Asp Story served everyone's purposes. It gave Romans their dramatic ending, preserved Egyptian religious sensibilities, and most importantly, kept Octavian's hands clean of royal blood. It's perhaps the ancient world's most successful piece of fake news, one that's persisted for 2 millennia. The truth reveals not just a different method of suicide, but a calculated political masterstroke that fooled the world for thousands of years. Cleopatra died not as a romantic tragedy, but as she lived, a brilliant strategist who controlled her own narrative until the very end.